Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to episode 20 of our Bengal Tiger campaign in Europa Universalis 4. And before I begin, I literally just read a comment. Well, I guess it is sort of beginning anyway. I literally read a comment about expanding into Sarig Yogir. So before I started recording, I had a quick look. And it turns out that might actually be possible. So they are actually very close to allowing us to vassalize them. So that is a possibility. At the moment I can't, just because I've got too many diplomatic relations, and I don't really want to go too nuts with that. They are allied with Oirat, so I technically could go to war with them. Oirat, I looked in the ledger, only have, 21k troops, so I'd be more than okay to beat them. So that is it's definitely a possibility for expansion, because then that would allow me to potentially go in this direction once I capture this. So that's always a possibility. Another thing I looked into was possibility of force converting Dali to Sunni, so that any provinces that I gave them back, they would convert themselves into Sunni. I thought it gave Liberty Desire plus 50. I thought it was plus 50, but it turns out it's plus 100. Still not the end of the world. It just means I can't do it now, because giving them back their cores should allow me to... It reduces Liberty Desire, I think based on the development of the core. So we could do that. But, they have quite a few cores, but it's not... that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can quite easily do, convert those on my own. That's not the end of the world. So I'm thinking, because we've got a lot of aggressive expansion down here, maybe we hold off for the moment, because we're currently annexing Chanda. We need a bit more manpower. I should probably have pressed the play button during this period. So I will hold off for the moment on doing expansions, just so I can get some manpower back. Plus, at the moment we don't... Oops, how did I get over there? Plus, at the moment we don't actually have a truce with Jampur or Bathmanis. So there's every possibility that they could declare war on us at some point. So there's that we have to pay attention to. Chanda integrated. That was much faster than I thought it would be. Diplo relations, that's gone. So that is actually going to make getting Sarig Yogir... Yeah, it makes it a little bit harder now to get them as a vassal, because we lost some Diplo reputation. How am I doing for my force limit at the moment? Am I over? No, I'm just under. I'm going to get rid of these guys anyway. And I'm going to keep that fort there for the single reason that it essentially, if we do go to war with Balmanis or Jampur, it's just an extra roadblock for them, and it annoys them, a little bit. But that's really about the only reason. So we've turned that into a state, because it makes us a nice bit of money. What we will need to do is convert that province eventually. Right. So what do we want? I'd rather get autonomy than tax, because as I recall... Which page am I on? Yeah, we make most of our money from tax. And that's not a huge amount of autonomy, anyway. We're actually making a decent amount of money now, which is nice. Bengalese particularists. Where are you popping up? Huh? Hakami Long. Or Hakamti Long, rather. Where even is that? Oh no, sorry. I pressed the wrong button on my map mode. So I was pressing diplomatic rather than unrest. So it's right here. So actually we're right in the ideal position to intercept any rebels which might spawn. Let's recall our guy from you. And we have quite a few... Ooh, lovely. We get another free colonist. You know what that means. Especially that we're going to get... We shouldn't have got rid of those infantry. I'm such a fool. I'll get 2 new infantry. And we'll send those guys to set up another colony, actually, which will be these... Nias. We'll go to Nias. Because I want to make some sort of a shield. I like to think of it as almost a shield, in a way. And by that I mean a bunch of areas that have been colonized here, and maybe these islands as well. Because what that will do... and I just realised, actually, I'm going to cancel that, because I've got a mission to colonize over here, don't I? Let's have a look, see. Gorontalo. Where are you? I think you're up here. I can't see. Gorontalo. There you are. I'm going to send my colonists there instead. Although they are 6,000 natives. So I'll need a few more. A few more troops to escort them. To wrest control of that province, rather. Yeah, so I want to sort of create, I guess, a shield of islands, which basically means that supported by gold, that just costs me money. Stability is admin points, so I'll go with that. So, because what will happen is the colonial powers will come around here in the Horn of Africa. You can see Portugal's actually appears to be moving around quite fast already. So I'm going to need to sort of start going over in this direction pretty fast. So Portugal coming around, and probably Great Britain will at some speed. And if I get some of these provinces, that means that they'll have to wait a little bit longer to get the colonial range to come all the way from here, all the way over here. That is the hope, anyway. Portugal will eventually get a... Ooh, we'll start this again. Do we want to do that? Let's do that one. Portugal will eventually get a mission to come over here and get a foothold in India. Just be a case of whether they actually go for that or not. Right, so we've got our troops, and we will move them over to Gorontalo and use our the navy that could to do it. Our Bengalese particularists are getting a bit higher, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. Our armies are now back up to full strength, but we still have ways to go for manpower, I feel. We have 2 spare diplomats. What do we want to do with those? Orissa, Malwa, and there we go. Improve relations with them for the moment. Where's our war fleet? Have they done... Yeah, they finished delivering them, so that's fine. I can bring them back over here now. That's okay. All is well. I have selected Go Home at War on my trade fleet. Yes, I have. So what idea are we going to go for next? Because we can't be that far off the next one, can we? Or maybe we are. Level 14. Okay, we are quite far off the next idea group. So what do I want to go for? I've got a feeling it's... maybe. I think I might want to go expansion. Just because it'll help us get a lot of these islands before the colonial powers. Because, I mean, I'm still working on the assumption that we're going to go for the Sun Never Sets on the Indian Empire achievement. Which means we need to get to London. We need to get to basically a load of other faraway places. And to do that, we're probably going to need some colonies to hop the continents. Because I can't imagine that I'm going to go straight through there. That is going to be the most horrid map gore ever if I make a little trip all the way going along here. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is probably, because I need to get... What is it? What province is it? So, Never Sets on the Indian Empire. Where is it? There we go. Cape, which is down here. So I might get that first. Hong Kong, Canton, which is... We should be able to see it now. Where is it? It's further down, sorry. Where am I? Oh, it's down... It's around here somewhere. I'm being blind at the moment. But yeah, so that and Ottawa, which is obviously up here in what will become Canada. So I think we go this direction to Cape, then we go this direction towards North America, and this one we'll probably get to via land conquest. Let's look at Canton. Yeah, no, sorry, I was looking in the wrong area. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm actually quite close to that. You know, relative, in comparison at least, to going all the way over to London. That is quite far away. So, yeah, so that is basically the plan. So I think it's worthwhile not going for a military idea just yet. But after... Right, our truces are over with a few people. That's fine. So after we do that, get the next sort of colonization idea, we'll need to get probably 2 military power offensive and either quality or quantity. I haven't decided yet. I mean, what... Malwa gave us money. That's nice. Call from Malwa and send a guy to Delhi. What would be really nice... Let's just quickly make this a state. And where are we going to go next? I think here, because this is our sort of our next step towards Cape. I'm going to build 1 troop, and I'll lose money and gain loyalty. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with this loyalty and stuff like that at the moment. So I need some more Diplo power. So am I capable of demanding Diplo power? Grant monopoly charters. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Grant New World Charter. Demand Diplo power. There you go. Sorted. Yeah, so we will get our 3 troops down here. Move these guys across to here. It's a bit odd that these islands are still terra incognita, but that one isn't. It's a bit strange. Right, naval force limit modifiers increased. Institution spread is increased. And so that's really useful. One thing that somebody did point out in the comments is I didn't realise. I thought institutions were sort of... Let's see if I could get a map mode up for institutions. Where are you? Eep, 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 eep. There we go. So... That's not even the map mode I was after. I was after... Where is it? I'll find it eventually. There. There we go. So this is sort of the institution spread. So I was under the impression that institutes sort of spawned based on essentially where they were. Like, because, you know, you generally assume that they, you know, most of these would spawn in Europe. That's a heavily Eurocentric view, and I apologize for that. But at least in this game, I would assume that's the case. However, I didn't realize until one of you kind people in the comments pointed out that where an institute spawns, a province has to be over a certain development. So essentially, what that means for us is we're going to develop some of our provinces in order to try and get them basically as high as... Get them into that region so that there's a chance that we will have an institute spawn here and radiate outwards from us. At least that's the theory. Anyway, so we're going to hope for that. So I think to do that, because we're okay on military tech at the moment, I'm going to spend all of my manpower, sorry, my military power, upping development of my capital. Because if I could get it to spawn in my capital, that'd be brilliant. How are we doing on tech? 5% for everything apart from military tech. We'll be fine getting that, I'm sure. Because we're maxed out on We just finished our ideas for that, so we're actually going to swap our idea focus, sorry, over to military again. So then it's a bit more even across the board, I feel. So that is useful. Lovely jubbly. I have a free diplomat. So what claims have I currently got? Lan Na, Jampur. What about Orissa? What claims have you got? Fair few, and you got 1 core. I'd really like Barmanis. So, who was Jampur allied with? We looked at this, didn't we? Multan, Gondwana, and Garhwal. Okay. What if... So I'm going to get a spy network in Gondwana. I'm going to get a claim in Gondwana. And I'm going to use that claim to try and get Jampur into a war without Barmanis. So what that will give me is an opportunity to perhaps break this alliance. Because once I break this alliance open, and split them apart, yeah, they could always re-ally one another, but hopefully we'll be able to do a bit of damage before it comes to that. Especially to Barmanis, because I'd rather... Well, actually, do I... So I suppose most of the provinces I need are actually not in Barmanis. I'm going to put these guys in... Actually, no, I'm going to come and take my fleet and bring it over to here, Gorontalo, because this one's hopefully going to be finished before the other one. Yeah, I suppose I do need to go to Jampur, because if I want to form Hindustan, which will give me cores on... claims, sorry, on all of this, or is it cores? I think it's just claims on all of India. I do need some of these Jampur's provinces. Let's do that and convert. Annoyingly, the Andaman Islands, which is the one I just colonized, I would have thought it would have given me my... What's it called? Religion. But it's not. It's given them another religion. Let's get this next admin tech. Sure, that's fine. Shu has announced Bengal as their new rival. That's not entirely unexpected. Recall our diplomat from both of those guys, actually. Do we have anyone else to improve relations with? No, and our thing will end with Khmer soon. So I'm going to try and get Sarig Yogir as a... what's it called? Sorry. Ooh. We embraced Renaissance. Hurrah! Finally. How are we doing on religion? We'll just gain piety because it gives us more prestige in this case. I'm going to try and get them as a ally. I'm only basically 10 away from achieving that. Not an ally, sorry, a vassal. My apologies. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm only 10 away from actually achieving that, so that's like 10 opinion, that is. So that is a possibility. So I'm going to send diplomat there, and this other diplomat, what should we do with you? I mean, I said I sort of want to wait on Orissa so that... Apologies, it's a loud timer. I want to wait on Orissa so that I can actually make use of their claims and stuff like that. What else do I want to do? Where else do I need claims? Claims, glorious claims. Probably Mongyang again, I guess. So we'll do that. I will end the episode here, I believe. Next episode, I think we'll build some ships, because we got a lot of space to use up there. And because we're still waiting on our manpower to come back. What else will we do? Continue colonizing, if any of them actually finish. I don't think we've got... Have we got any policies that we can take? Oh, yes, we do. So we're definitely taking that policy, which is settler chance, global settler increase. We can get rid of... Actually, we can't get rid of that. We have to wait another few years to get rid of Vassal Integration Act. That's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'll end the episode here, and I'll pick it up where we left off next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.